In the ever-evolving landscape of celebrity motherhood, where every choice seems to invite scrutiny from the public eye, Cardi B has emerged as a fierce and unapologetic voice championing the use of formula feeding. As she navigates the final stages of her fourth pregnancy, the Grammy-winning rapper has taken to social media and public platforms to dismantle the pervasive myths and pressures that surround breastfeeding, positioning herself as an advocate for practical, guilt-free parenting decisions. This isn't just a personal anecdote for Cardi, it's a rallying cry for countless women who feel trapped by societal expectations, forced to juggle demanding careers, family responsibilities, and the relentless demands of infant care. Cardi's journey into this advocacy began with her own raw experiences as a mother. Having already welcomed 3 children into the world, Culture, now a spirited 7-year-old, Wave, the energetic 4-year-old boy, and the youngest, Blossom, who at just 13 months old is already a bundle of curiosity, Cardi knows the chaos of early parenthood all too well. Her current pregnancy, which marks her first child with NFL star Stefon Diggs, comes at a time when her life is a whirlwind of professional commitments, including an upcoming tour set to kick off in February 2026. Yet, amid this high-stakes balancing act, she refuses to let outdated ideals dictate how she nourishes her newborn. Breastfeeding also takes a lot of time, and some women gotta go straight to work to feed their families and take care of their kids, she articulated during a candid live stream on X Spaces. Her words cut through the noise, highlighting a reality that many mothers face: the impossibility of pausing life to adhere to one-size-fits-all advice. Delving deeper into her rationale, Cardi painted a vivid picture of the logistical nightmares that accompany exclusive breastfeeding. Pumping is not something easy to do. There's women that gotta go to work. There's women that they just have to depend on the formula, she emphasized, her tone laced with empathy and frustration. For Cardi, who has built an empire on her relentless work ethic, from chart-topping albums to sold-out performances, the idea of dedicating hours to pumping milk feels like an insurmountable barrier. She recounted how, in her previous experiences, producing even a modest 2 ounces of milk could consume up to 2 hours, a timeline that clashes disastrously with an infant's unpredictable feeding schedule. Sometimes your baby wants to eat in 2 hours and sometimes your baby wants to eat in 45 minutes, she shared in a revealing interview with Vogue, underscoring the emotional toll of feeling perpetually inadequate. This confession wasn't mere venting, it was a deliberate effort to humanize the struggle, to remind her audience that even a powerhouse like herself grapples with these vulnerabilities. What elevates Cardi's narrative from personal testimony to a broader movement is her strategic partnership with Bobbie, an innovative organic infant formula company. In a move that blends her authenticity with commercial savvy, she stepped into the role of Chief Confidence Officer for the brand, spearheading the B is for Bobbie campaign. This initiative isn't about selling product. It's about fostering dialogue, encouraging parents to prioritize what truly works for their families without the shadow of judgment. Through heartfelt videos, social media takeovers, and public discussions, Cardi is working to normalize formula as a viable, nutritious option, free from the stigma that often labels it as a lesser choice. You know what's bad? Not feeding your kid, she declared bluntly to Vogue, a statement that serves as the campaign's emotional cornerstone. By framing formula not as a failure but as a tool for empowerment, Cardi is challenging the cultural script that equates motherhood success solely with biological feats. Reflecting on her past pregnancies, Cardi didn't shy away from the physical and psychological scars they've left. Her second child's birth in particular stands out as a harrowing chapter. "My second baby, he's too big, he broke me," she admitted candidly on The Breakfast Club, a revelation that elicited gasps from her co-hosts. Elaborating further, she described the severe tearing she endured. "The first one I had to stitch," a detail that underscores the raw physicality of childbirth often glossed over in polished celebrity narratives. These stories aren't shared for shock value. They contextualize why Cardi approaches her fourth pregnancy with a seasoned pragmatism. Now, with 3 children under her belt, she feels more experienced, anticipating a smoother delivery akin to her third, which she credits to consistent workouts right up to the final weeks. "The third one was so easy, so I'm expecting this one to be as easy as well, in the name of the Lord," she mused optimistically, blending faith with her trademark resilience. Yet, Cardi's advocacy extends beyond her immediate circle. It's deeply rooted in a commitment to equity, particularly for Black and brown women who face disproportionate barriers in maternal health. She lauded Bobbie for their proactive stance, noting how the company, always fighting for better care for Black and brown women, and engages directly with policymakers at the White House. This alignment resonates with Cardi's own history of using her platform for social justice, from criminal justice reform to women's rights. By tying her formula endorsement to these larger fights, she transforms a seemingly mundane parenting choice into a statement on accessibility and inclusivity. Imagine a world where every new mother, regardless of socioeconomic status or racial background, has the resources and freedom to feed her child without fear of reprisal. That's the vision Cardi is championing, one unfiltered live stream at a time. As her due date approaches, Cardi is also navigating the pressures of returning to the stage mere months after birth. Her February 2026 tour announcement raised eyebrows, prompting her to clarify that this isn't a blueprint for all mothers. "I don't want people thinking that I'm just heading back to work. This is my coping mechanism," she explained, emphasizing the uniqueness of each family's journey. For her, music has always been a sanctuary, a way to process trauma and triumph. Returning to it postpartum isn't about superhuman endurance. It's about reclaiming agency in a life upended by joy and exhaustion. Having your first baby really rocks your world. It is a big deal. And it is hard. And it is life-changing, she acknowledged, offering a rare glimpse of vulnerability that contrasts her larger-than-life persona. This openness has ripple effects, inspiring fans to share their own stories in comment sections and forums. One mother recounted how Cardi's words alleviated her guilt over formula feeding her twins while working 2 jobs. Another praised the rapper for validating the exhaustion that no amount of mommy wine culture can mask. These testimonials illustrate the power of celebrity candor. When stars like Cardi peel back the glamour, it democratizes the conversation, making space for the messy truths of parenthood.